Welcome to the Grace and Clarity platform. On this platform, we share the clarity of the gospel. Our aim is to share the gospel of Jesus Christ to as many people as we can, and we love to share light on controversial topics in the Bible. Today, we are here with a new edition, hosting our first female guest, Mistress Serious Vasquez. She is the founder of Day Spring Christian Preschool in Philippines, and it's really a privilege to host you on this platform. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm Sarah Vasquez. I am also a DBC graduate, and I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a privilege to host you here. Today, we are going to be talking about necessity of women in ministry. It's a really serious topic to talk about. But today, we are going to be talking about what does the Bible say. And I'm going to ask you many questions today, considering our first question. Is women's service in ministry a biblical pattern, or is it a modern movement?
It is a biblical pattern. There were many times where women were used in the Bible, and God used them in great and many ways. There are a few women that I can think of. There was Priscilla. She was a good helper with her husband. They helped serve. They opened their home for people and for gatherings, and they also just did a lot for the Lord. She was a great helper. And then there was Mary Magdalene. She supported Jesus' ministry a lot. There was also Phoebe. She was a very good woman in the Bible. There was Tabitha. Tabitha was actually, she is one of my favorite women in the Bible. So we can go to Acts 9, verse 36, and it says, "Now there was at Joppa a certain disciple named Tabitha, which by interpretation is called Dorcas. This woman was full of good works and alms deeds which she did." And actually, she was so impactful. It also says here, "And it came to pass in those days that she was sick and died." All the widows standing there, and they actually were so impacted by Tabitha that they wore all the clothes that she made for them. I think that her heart was very huge for others. And yeah.
Thank you so much. That was a really concise answer that you gave, and it all explains that women can serve in ministry according to scripture, considering all of the examples that were given. So now our next question is going to be, if women can serve in ministry, what are some scriptural rules listed that they can fulfill?
Okay, there's a lot of roles that we can do. We can be a disciple. Tabitha was a disciple, just like how it said in Acts 9:36. And we can also be servants of the church, right? We can serve in a lot of ways, even just by cooking. There's lots of women in the Bible that cooked and made food and helped with children. In Romans 16:1, if we read that, it says, "I commend unto you Phoebe, our sister, which is a servant of the church, which is at Cenchrea." So she was also a servant also of the church. She served others and ministered to others. And we can also be supporters of the ministry. I think that's super important for us to do. Luke 8:3, "And Joanna, the wife of Chuza, Herod's steward, and Susanna, and many others, which ministered unto him of their substance." So they were also women that financially supported Jesus' ministry. And I think that's huge. And sometimes the world now doesn't think that us women can do a lot. But even in the Bible, the women did help. And we can also be teachers of other women and children. That's also in the Bible. We can also be helpers in giving the gospel, right? It's not just men that can give the gospel to others. We can give the gospel and not be afraid or ashamed. So yeah, those are some of the roles that we can do. And it says in Philippians 4:3, Paul speaks of women who labored with him in the gospel. So
thank you so much. That was really splendid. Now, our last question of the day is going to be, how can both men and women serve together biblically and effectively?
Okay, yes. So we can serve together biblically by knowing where our roles are. Like, for example, we know for us women, we cannot be pastors, so we should submit to that, right? And serve under them. And it says in 1 Corinthians 14:40, let all things be done decently and in order. So keeping that in mind, we don't have to feel like we're less just because we're women. God has elevated women a lot, many times in the Bible. It's not a competition.
Thank you so much. That was really great. Now we can see Mrs. Serious Vasquez. She is a founder of Day Spring Christian preschool, which is a really great help here for the kids as they will grow in the knowledge of Christ and they will get to know God when they are at a big age. The Bible said it, train up a child in your way that he should go, and when he is old, he will never depart from it. So what they are learning now, they will never forget about it when they grow old, and that is really good. It's a privilege of hosting you here today. And thank you for watching the Grace and Clarity platform. And don't forget that women are precious in the sight of God. Thank you and God bless you.